Joining us this morning. Now, the success of the three ladies beside me has helped that boom in people taking up the sport of triathlon over the past few years. Here at the World Triathlon Series Grand Final, it's not just elite athletes who get to race out there on the Olympic course. There are thousands of people who get to compete in various different disciplines, and that includes 70-year-old Londoner Eddie Brocklesby. Now, she entered the oldest female age group race this morning. Here's how she got to the start line.
My name's Edwina Brocklesby. I'm 70 years old now, and I'm the oldest British woman to have done an Ironman. I did very little sport until I was 50. Even at university, I did relatively little. I represented the university at the Twist, of which I was very proud. My husband died when I was 52, and at that point I was part of a very small running club up in Nottinghamshire. They were going to cease being a club, and the last thing they did was to get what is a club's place in London Marathon and presented it to me. So I had to do London Marathon, and I had to do them justice, really. It's great when you're running. You can either talk if you want to, or you can be absolutely silent when you're going uphill and other people talk to you. I had a son who was into triathlon, and I watched him doing London triathlons. So I guess that was my first real sporting event in the tri world. I think I was out supporting my son doing the Lanzarote Ironman and thought, I'd love to have a go at this. So that was the beginning of my Ironman career.
She's an incredible woman, an absolute inspiration, and I just don't think I know too many people half her age that have the energy that she has.
The support that I get, because of course I'm a lot slower than everybody else, so by the time I get in, the sun is dying down, and I'm going from bar to bar to bar all the way along with great support from everybody.
I think one of Eddie's best habits is the fact that she just is relentless in her training. She trains incredibly hard, and I think her worst habit is actually the fact that she doesn't know when to stop. In all walks of life, whether it be training, work, I won't say partying, but she's good at that too.
I've been swimming here in Hampton, absolutely lovely venue, warm all through the year. I've been here for some coaching sessions, even more importantly to watch my grandson do triathlons here, my 11-year-old grandson. So exciting to see him in the pool doing his 4 lengths and then going off to Bushy Park to do the run. I've probably minimised my running. You know, I've only got 2 knees, and I'd sooner that they weren't replaced in the too near future. I've done quite a lot of biking up in the fabulous Surrey Hills, and Herne Hill Velodrome has been great fun too. My main motivation is to stay fit, to go on enjoying life as much as I am, and running Silverfit as a charity to motivate other people to live a fitter lifestyle, to participate more in exercise, even if they're quite limited in what they can do. I guess I'm delighted that it's inspirational for women too. Certainly in Ironman competitions, it's a 10–12% are women, and it's great to see some of the younger women now coming forward.
How much longer can a 70-year-old carry on, you know, training and racing at this level? I just think Eddie's kind of set new rules, so I don't really see her stopping in the near future at all. I think that we're going to see quite a lot more of Eddie.
I think triathlon particularly is a great sport. If you can't run in your training, you can always swim. I love biking, it's probably my favourite. I've had some fantastic travelling opportunities in Vietnam, Laos, around the world cycling. But swimming, even though I don't always enjoy it, if I'm honest, you always feel good after you come out of a swimming pool. Even if you've only done 4 lengths, you come out with a feel-good factor. And that's something that I think you can go on doing for almost the rest of your life.
And this is Eddie finishing her race this morning. She was aiming to do it in 3 hours. She finished 5th in her age group, which was the 70 to 75 group. And she said she was very happy with her placing. Chrissy, she just doesn't look like she's done an Olympic distance triathlon. How great does she look? You know Eddie, don't you?
Yeah, she's an absolutely phenomenal lady. I had the privilege of meeting Eddie when I first started the sport here in London, and she inspired me and inspires everyone around her, and I think she shows that age really is nothing but a number.
Why does age not seem to be a barrier in a sport like triathlon when all other sports, everyone's retiring by 27?
Triathlon is an endurance sport, and I think people have that endurance capability long after their 20s. And what we're seeing, especially in the professional ranks, is that athletes are still very, very competitive in their late 30s, even into their 40s. But in the amateur ranks, there really is nothing to stop people taking up the sport at any age. I met someone that took up the sport at age 73, and as we're seeing with Eddie, really age is nothing but a number, and you just have to look around you and realise that so many people are doing it of all different backgrounds and all different ages.
And we've seen it not just here, but we've also seen it, we see it up and down the country every weekend, that people of any ages, and particularly women, have been taking up this sport.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about triathlon. It really is open to all. It's growing exponentially, and anyone can take it up regardless of their background, regardless of their ability, and definitely regardless of their age.
Very good to hear. Well, with most of the races done and dusted this week, all that's left this weekend is the men's grand final race.